The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from East Rutherford. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Right to the air goes Lawrence. He gets this complete to his rookie fourth-round pick. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 29. Here's second down and a yard.
Hey, run!
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's Gibbs. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 9 for the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Will McDonald, their tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6.
No, touch it! Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Carla, bien! Man!
Here's Hurts. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Lion!
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up
24.
3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not more. And it sets up 4th down.
A gain of 7.
The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. The Lions will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. To the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. And they will finally run him down. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
180.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Hurts again. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Elijah Higgins. Touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of...
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ramp 23.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
1st down.
Red on red.
Laporta in motion. They go play action for Lawrence. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 11. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now, faking the give, moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Lions
That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-6 is the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up.
Sink right. Red.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and goal.
Hey, Lion. Hey, son. Big 13 heavy. Hot.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Great.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
That's complete. It's Arian Smith. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
No touch that. Anyway, King, Phil King. 73. Alpha. Hey, 63.
Hurts to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and
He's
10
usually such a
at the
reliable target in the
35-yard
passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Hey, easy. 63, bad. No touch.
Again, Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Hey, run! Son, son. Silver.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Lions first down.
First down. First
Red on red.
Laporta in motion.
Red.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Ginger, touch. Alert.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
Hey,
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Silver.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Out to his right. That is Huggs. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Lions. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Great. 63. Right there. No touch.
On first down, it's Hurts. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
73.
A first down throw for Hurts. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He was defended by Jacory.
2nd and 10.
Great.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Pass to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
No touch that.
He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. So, a couple of first downs will give them first and 10. They're at the 41.
No touch it. Motion. Hey, 73. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll let one go down the middle. That's hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This is fielded inside the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Hey, easy route. Sink right. Sink right open.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
16-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
The Lions will punt this ball away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. How about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
To throw is Hurts. He'll swing this one out to Hall. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Great. Set.
Hurts now. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
First down.
No touch it.
1st and 10 at the 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No touch it.
To the air again. Hurts. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Great. Set.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 30.
way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the
And, Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
Great. Set. And anyone hit? Crowd left Yeti.
On first down, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in.
Great, set. On anyone, huh? 73.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And it's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down by Andre Cisco. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Tomato. Big 13 heavy. Rocco switch. Here we go.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
Hey, easy, route.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of 4.
It is second and 6.
13
move. Hey. Check smash.
They motion a receiver right. Now second down throw for Lawrence. The throw here is complete. And the Lions are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, run. Turn. This is hot.
Going there, fullback trying to get it. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Great, set. On anyone, eh?
Now Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
No touch that. On anyone, 73. No touch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
1st and 10 at the 12.
They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
Hey, go.
They go play action for Lawrence. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. Strong. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
No touch that. Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. No touch that. No touch.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them just like we saw here.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Our run here with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Easy. Read it. Hey, Soko. Hot. Go.
Laporta in motion. On second down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And the Lions first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Lions.
Hey, center. Zach. Silver.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Lions tack on one more to their lead.
Jets 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Great. Set. Hey, Silk. On anyone, huh?
On first down, it's Hurts. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Great. Set. On anyone, huh?
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Great. Set.
A first down throw for Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 39 yards.
The 6-yard line.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal.
On anyone.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That ball broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Route coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. Hurts again. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's third and goal. Again, Hurts. That is caught by the tight end, Elijah Higgins. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The offense and Hurts ready for this 2-point attempt.
The Jets will line up for a
He'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Gibbs. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He's brought down at the 37.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
Red, on red. Son, it's hot. Take right over.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
13, Luke. Here we go.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down.
23. Hey.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This fielded at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Their own 28-yard line.
Great. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, go.
That's over He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Hey, Lion! Hey, tomato!
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Lisa 24.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal.
Silver.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Hey, easy.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Here's the Lions punt team now. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Phil King.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.